Double dipping is allowed during the sportscast. We have a double header of stories coming your way on the Hazleton Area High School water polo teams. First up, highlights and reaction from the girls' game against Muhlenberg.
Think of how long you can tread water for. If you're like me, it's 10 seconds. Here's Megan Llewellyn putting in work in the deep end for the Lady Cougars, holding the ball in one hand and keeping a defender at bay with the other. She's just chilling, waiting for Haley Fellon to open up the scoring in this game. Aqua Cougars on the break now. It's Llewellyn again, and this time she finds Maggie Yanis, who goes for a bit of a swim and then makes it 3-0 for the Big HA. Yoink! Yanis borrows the ball here from Muhlenberg and then tips it to Gina Blaze, and Blaze is going to forward it to Fellon, and then Fellon gets fouled on the other end of the pool. Fellon playing it cool on the restart, and then she throws the old knuckle curve, and it's 5-3 Hazleton. I really hope Yanis got a slice of pizza or something after the game. She earned it. Check out this battle she wins here, and then she sends it to Blaze, and after all of that hard work, it's 8-3 Aqua Cougars. Treading water in the deep end, it's Haley Sanko, and she jumps up and makes this great save for Hazleton Area, and more defense now from the Lady Cougars. Anne-Marie McGrogan kills this attack, and later the water polo gods reward her. She scores on this goal, and guess who had the assist? Yes, it was Yanis. Haley Fellon finished with 5 goals, and the Aqua Cougars dunked Muhlenberg 14-10. The Lady Cougars did a few line changes in this win, and that depth will be important moving forward. Here's Gina Blaze with the post-game interview.
How'd it go today? How'd you feel it went today against Muhlenberg?
I felt it went really well. There's some things that we probably have to work on still, but all in all, we did good.
You say there's things you have to work on. What are those things?
Maybe passing more, kind of movement. If we're just staggered, it's kind of hard to pass the ball and shoot effectively. I feel like having a bench as big as ours is really helpful in the games coming. Playing more competitive teams, having girls that are able to go in, know what they're doing, and score goals is what we need.
So there's work to do as the Lady Cougars try to qualify for this year's state tournament after just missing a chance at the state play-in game last year.
The Hazleton Area water polo programs are now in their 11th season. Both teams are making a splash on the state scene. Last year, the boys made it to the state playing game for the first time ever. We talked about this season with the team's 2 captains before their 11-10 victory over Muhlenberg.
If the Hazleton Area Cougars qualify for the state tournament this year, maybe you could chalk it up to a lot of their hard work in the off-season.
Swimming season is all winter long. Once swim season is over, we have 2 weeks as a break, and then we start right back up in water polo. We start in the springtime, we go all throughout the summer, right until mandatory starts, and then the season comes in the fall.
Or maybe the Cougars will look back and thank a sloth, a shark, and a tiger for their successes in 2017. It's a new tradition with the masks, and they're seeing how it goes. Riley MacArthur wears the sloth mask, but he's anything but sloth-like in the pool. He scored 3 goals in Hazleton's 11-10 win over Muhlenberg.
I feel like the most important thing is just always be moving in the water, because if you stay stationary, it's easy for your defensive player to just stay right on you and not let the pass come in. But once you're driving, once you're swimming around, if you do it correctly, you're going to get someone open and someone's going to score.
More likely than the masks, it will be the hard work that will help the Aqua Cougars take another step forward this season.
I believe in our team. We've grown a lot. All of our players are returned. All our returning players have gotten better, and we even got some great new players like Tony, who have just come out of the gate really well. So I do believe that we can make it to states this year.
Who did you say was new? Did you say Tony?
Tony Gouldstone, yeah. He's an amazing freshman, and he's a joy to have on the team.
Hazleton Area has a junior high program that's in its 2nd year, and it's pumping more experienced players up to the varsity level. That will mean even more success for the Cougars. The real question now is, will the mask tradition continue, and who will be the heir to the sloth mask when McCarthy graduates?